So I ran across this on Monday. I was going back through the press conferences and listening to it's game week, right? So I'm in that mode. Like the air was really crisp Monday night, and I'm like, man, it feels like football, smells like football outside. And I'm watching DJ Moore, and I think he's an interesting guy too. When you look at his production, he's been one of the best wide receivers in the game over the last 5 years. But obviously where he was playing, how bad the teams were, the churn of quarterbacks that he had to live through. I think there are people that are still realizing, man, this guy is the goods. And that's where you can credit Ryan Poles for being like, yeah, I want the picks, but I also want that guy. I want him. Hearing DJ talk about why he's maybe not as visible or as known as some of the other wide receivers that are in the same realm statistically was interesting, and I thought that you might like to hear it.
I know I'm top 10, but will it be known? No. Will the league say anything about it? No. Will I be on lists? Probably not. Do I care? No. That's all. That's all. Why I don't care?
No, why do you think you do that?
Oh, because I'm not one of them people that do all the antics. Like, if y'all catch me, y'all see me out there doing, little silly stuff, but I'm not about to do that on, a major stage, on a Sunday night and do some crazy. Nah, that's not me. I do it with my teammates. I'm not about to go out there and look crazy.
You got something to prove this year? Do you?
Do I have some? No.
Yeah, no.
I just go out there and play free every year. I don't really care about anything.
I think that can be a very healthy way to go about things. And I'm always struck by people who care about their craft with intensity, but are able to somehow not allow the other things connected with their craft to affect how they do their. It's amazing to me because it's business, but it's also personal. If you're him and you're like, look at these numbers. Did you see who was playing quarterback when I was putting up 1,100-yard receiving? And then to maybe not be as recognized as some others, I'm jealous of his ability to turn that off.
I think it's what happens when you get the appropriate amount of money you're supposed to get too. The Bears extended him. They paid him what he was worth in the open market. I mean, think about CeeDee Lamb having to make his case in Dallas recently and what that meant, what you were hearing. Even just like him saying LOL when Jerry Jones said he'll get to it when he feels like it as far as a contract extension. Like sometimes people get put in positions where they have to become a villain even if they don't want to be because of who's trying to play the good guy. And that's not the case here. DJ Moore earned his money outright. Anybody who was paying attention saw what was going on. And you're right. He doesn't have to be the center of attention. He's doing his job and getting paid for it.
DJ Moore has topped another important list as well. Did you see this tweet from Mina Kimes yesterday?
No.
Mina Kimes put there's a list of quarterbacks and a list of receivers. And she wrote, I have a gay friend who drafts every year entirely based on looks.
I did see that.
And she said, he just texted me, wanted Jimmy G, but ended up with Mahomes, which has to be the first time in the history of the world that sentence has been uttered in a fantasy football context, dying at his rankings listed here. Number 1 among wide receivers, DJ Moore.
Oh, wow.
Number 1. And then he is.
I mean, there's some pretty good-looking wide receivers.
The quarterbacks in his quarterback rankings: Jimmy Garoppolo, Jalen Hurts,
appropriate.
Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields. I say it looks like a young Johnny Mathis, right? Baker Mayfield, and Trevor Lawrence. And wide receivers, he does have Saquon Barkley in here, even though Barkley's not a wide receiver, I think because he was able to draft Barkley. But he's got DJ Moore, Saquon Barkley, T. Higgins, Stephon Diggs, Odell Beckham Jr., Chase Claypool, Robert Woods, DK Metcalf, Cooper Kupp.
I don't know that I have him in that particular order.
I appreciate that you have always pushed back against the people that don't recognize the handsome of Jalen Hurts.
It's just baffling to
Yeah,
me.
the symmetricality that he's got is unique.
It's also the just actual person there. Like the choices he makes with who's representing him and why, and yeah.